Yo, what up, yo? It's your boy Jay. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. Welcome back. I'm childish. So this is gonna be my lock story. I am starting my lock journey. This is my third attempt on locking my hair. So this video is really just gonna be about my journey and the knowledge that I've gained over the years, over the 27 years that I've been alive, about locks and why I'm choosing now to start this journey. Let's dive into it, baby. Yo, what's goody? It's the boy Jay right here. Hair is out. About to go to the pool. Look. What's goody? We about to go to the pool, but this is my hair out. All this loveliness. She's going to be officially in something else. Day 2 in the morning with my hair. Coincidentally enough, when I was a kid, it was prophesied to my mom that I should not cut my hair. This lady called my mom at like 4 o'clock in the morning saying, "Don't you cut your son Joshua's hair. Don't you cut his hair. Don't cut his hair. Don't cut it." So, backstory, she was a woman that my mom knew in the church and was prayed over and baptized and so forth. So this woman had spiritual reasonings for saying not to cut my hair. Whole conversation. My mom really didn't try to cut my hair for a very, very long time. She did her best not to cut my hair, but then it got to a point to where like she ended up cutting my hair. So never really wanted to have a haircut, but in society, as a black male, you are told that you need to have a low-cut haircut. Growing up in that culture in the early 90s and early 2000s, you had to have low-cut hair to have a job, to be presentable in the world that we live in. You need to have your haircut. As I got older, I was about 17 years old. I was going to St. Louis, Missouri a lot. And a lot of people out in St. Louis, Missouri had locks. Like, everyone had locks out there. Like, it was a thing. And I was just like, okay, they got their tips dyed, looking all cute. Oh, and they was like, "Josh, why don't you lock out your hair?" At the time I wasn't cutting my hair when I was 16. I had like a fro. So that was a hairstyle that I rocked. I'm not a big person who follows trends. I'm not a big trend person. I always kind of go against the grain. I've always been that type of person, honestly. And everyone had locks at that time in my life. I thought it was more like a fashion statement. Everyone was just doing it because their friend was doing it because they were telling them to do it. I wasn't trying to get locks then. No, not for me. When I was about 21 years old, I tried to get locks. It was not really a big thing when I was 21 to have locks. The wave of locks kind of had like, it wasn't really a big thing anymore. And I was thinking about it when I was 21. I was like, okay, let's lock it up. The whole nappy phase, you know, that the phase where like your hair is growing and it's just like, it gets really ugly. I couldn't deal with the ugly phase at 21. I just couldn't deal with it. I was like, this is not gonna work for me. I'm a pretty boy. This is not happening. Around 22 is when I really decided to start locking my hair again. At 22, I was going through a lot in my life and I was going through a period of finding myself at 22. And in that period of time, I wanted to stop cutting my hair. I had my hair in different hairstyles. I had mohawks. I had dyed my hair in multiple different colors. I was like feeling myself. I was finding myself when I was 22. And I was interested in locks again. Like the idea of locks came back into my head and I was like, let's dive into it. I did my research about locks and come to find out locks has been around for centuries. Locks are well known in Australia, Africa, in Buddhism, Judaism. It's also very well known in Rastafarian. So Rastafarianism is a path when I was 22 that I was interested in learning and studying about. Through the aspect of Rastafarianism, I understand the glory of the head. I understood that your hair is your crown, right? And when you lock your hair, you're locking up your energy. When you lock your hair, it is actually known as a spiritual act of locking in the hair and being one with God, locking in your essence. If you know anything about the crown chakra, right, you understand that through the crown you receive information. Through the crown you are blessed with knowledge. When you go to get baptized, they bless the crown of your head. The crown of your head is holy. This is a very holy part of the body, the crown of the head. The soul enters and exits through the crown of the head. So in that process, locking your hair, you're locking your wisdom, your knowledge, you're locking in your glory, right? That's why they say when you lock your hair, no one's supposed to touch your hair after you lock your hair, unless your loved ones, close ones to you, that you allow to touch your hair. Once you go through that process of locking your hair, it's a very, very intimate process with not just yourself and getting to know yourself and understanding that your hair is just an extension of this body. Honor and love your hair. And I also got into the Hana Ifa, which is the Orishas, which is also a very beautiful ancient African religion as well. I was 22, I really wanted to go through the process of locking my hair because I understood what locks meant at that moment. I had my own personal definition of why I want to lock my hair. That wasn't a fashion statement. That wasn't because of a trend. It was because at that moment in my life, I was diving into spirituality. I was diving into finding myself. I actually went to a salon to get my hair locked. I didn't like it. I had my hair in plaits. So plaits are braids that you can use to transition into locks. I just didn't like it. I missed my hair, and I missed my hair being free at that moment. I just missed the way that I rocked my hair, change up my hairstyle. I love changing up my hairstyles, and I couldn't do that. And so one day, it was a beach day with some really close friends of mine, and everyone was in the water, like just enjoying the beach. And I'm just sitting there. I'm just like, I just really want to get in the water. I don't even want to be sitting here.
I'm not sitting here because my hair. I want to mess with my hair because I'm trying to lock my hair. Like, this shit ain't worth it.
Moment, locking my hair was not as important than enjoying myself with my friend. I dove into that water. And as I'm running into the water, my friends are like, Josh, your hair. You can't get your hair wet. It's gonna unlock. Don't do it. I dive into the water head first. And all the locks came out. It was like you would never even know my hair was locked up. Going through the process of locking your hair, the person who is locking your hair should have really good energy. Their energy should match your vibrational frequency to some type of level. The person who is messing with your crown should also be worthy enough to be locking your hair. The power in the words that we use are very, very, very important. And if you understand through this video, I've kept saying locks, locks, locks. I never said dreads. Dreads is not what we should ever call our hair, honestly, in my personal opinion. Dreads stimulates from the word dreadful, which was a word that was given to African Americans when we locked our hair, when people saw our hair in its natural glory, in its natural organicness. They called and labeled our hair dreadful. Dreadful, ugly. If you look up the definition of dreadful, you will see that it is nothing that we should ever stimulate a dynamic of our hair to. I'm gonna never address my hair as dreadlocks because my hair is not dreadful, my hair is not ugly. My hair is beautiful, my hair shines and reaches up towards the sun, just as flowers, just as everything else in our world does that is natural. My hair is glory and it is beautiful, and my afro puff, I rock it. There's nothing dreadful about my hair, so I would never refer to my hair as dreadlocks. When you do your research and you understand the true meaning of locking your hair, dreadful will be the furthest thing from your mind. So then there is just locks. Here I'm at week 3, which is my favorite number, ironically. At the process of my hair being locked. I have it in a ponytail right now. I love my hair. Do I feel like I really want to wash my hair right now and do I really want to get in the pool? Yes, I really do. At the same token, I am very honored and privileged to be going through this process with myself, and the amount of love and patience that I've gained over the years of just doing my own hair. And now I'm going through the locking process with a really close friend of mine. I am really honored and grateful to be able to share this process with you all. So hopefully you guys like this video, you took something from it. Now you can do your own further research yourself into locks if you haven't already done so. Like and subscribe to my YouTube at Demigod Josh. Love and light as always. Hanshane Sane. The Buddha in me reaches out to the Buddha in you to promote spiritual light and peace. And I will see you on the next video.